Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Alewerks Brewing, who used to be called Williamsburg Alewerks. It's done here in Virginia, over in Williamsburg. But now they've shortened their name up to Alewerks Brewing Company. This is a 6.2% by volume beer, IPA. I don't see the IBUs here on the label anywhere. And it says batch code 918090, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Plenty of room there to put a bottled on date, and they choose not to. What do you think I'm going to feel about that? Not so much. So it'll be just as easy to put it on there. And if I turn it over this way, it looks like it's 06/08/116. So maybe it's June 8th, 2016. And this is calling it a batch code. So I don't know if that's actually the date, which would be June the 8th of 2016. And I'm reviewing this on August the 14th. So not real sure, guys. I don't see the IBUs listed here, and don't see it on Rate Beer, and don't see it on Beer Advocate. So let's drop over to Untapped and see what they say. They say 35 IBUs, which is very low for an IPA. So not sure that's accurate, but it's what they're saying it is. But it not being on the label, we'll have to take their word for it. 35 is very low. If that's actually what the IBUs are in this beer, it should be very, very easy drinking for 6% or 6.2%. And actually, Beer Advocate has a 6.5. Rate Beer has a 6.2. And Untapped has it at 6.5. So Untapped is incorrect on this one. According to the label, it's 6.2. So Rate Beer is the only one that's got that correct. Beer Advocate and Untapped has it incorrect. So commercial description on this one, it says here, a bright and fresh American IPA, notes of mango and passion fruit make this a perfect summer IPA. And if the IBUs are correct, and they're saying that on the 6.5, so don't know. Evidently, they're changing it up from year to year, a different recipe or a different ABV anyway. So it is what it is. Food pairings for this beer are going to be your typical IPA food pairing. Cuisines curried in Thai, cheeses, peppery, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar, stronger cheeses, gorgonzola, limburger. And the meat for this is going to be poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon, and I will add grilled meat to that. And not recommended for extended cellaring, glassware, pint, decker, summer, mug, stein, Sidell. I'm going to use my solid beer glass, my favorite tulip style glass. Very light color coming out of the bottle. Nice carbonation, very carbonated. Almost 2 fingers ahead on that pour. Over into the light, kind of cloudy in the upper big bulb part of the glass. I can see through the little thin part down here on the bottom. Nice amber color, a little on the lighter amber. Big bubbles on the big soapy bubbles around the outside of the glass. Nice creaminess on the top. Let's get a nose to it. Very nice, very citrusy, a little bit of pine, a little grapefruit, a little mango, tangerine, oranges. Nice aroma. Very, very nice. You know, if it's actually a June beer, July, August, we're at about 2 months, a little more than 2 months, so it still should be very tasty. This was given to me by Chris and Rebecca, some good friends of mine here locally that I built a kitchen and the bathing vanities for. They took it upon themselves to go down to see Martin at the Barrel Chest and brought me back a handful of beers to give it a try. So thanks a bunch, Chris and Rebecca. Hope you're enjoying your kitchen and your bathroom vanity I built you. Cheers. Let's get it to the lips. Smells good. Wow. It's got the bitterness of a pale ale, guys. It's very low bitterness. Very unlike the one I did yesterday. It had 70 IBUs. This is half of that. And you could taste it too. It doesn't have a strong, I mean, I've had pale ales that have more bitterness IBUs than this one does. So, very nice. Very, very nice. Maybe a good, if the bitterness is what turns you off on an IPA, maybe a good transitional IPA to get into with 35 IBUs. Not in your West Coast style. I'm not getting a super piney, super grapefruit, super pineapple taste. But very nice citrusy, hints of pine, tropical fruit notes, mango, passion fruit, like they said. So hints of tangerine and oranges in there. Nice tasty beer. Like I said, with that low of IBUs, maybe a good transitional IPA for you to try. Something that's not going to have that big bitterness that's going to taste super bitter on the back end. So, very nice. Very tasty. Well, let me take it back and let her have a sip, 2 or 3, and sip on it for just a little bit, and we'll come back and do the final chug and grade on this one. But very nice, enjoyable beer. For 6.2%, the alcohol is very well hidden. But it's more of an East Coast style beer, of course, being done in Williamsburg, Virginia. Very nice, very easy drinking IPA. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on about 30 minutes. Very tasty. Awesome lacing is left on the glass. Very low IBUs. Very sessionable for 6.2%. Like I said earlier, a great transitional beer to get into the IPA with that low of an IBU. Very easy drinking. Alcohol is very well hidden. A nice representation of an East Coast style IPA in my opinion. A nice citrusy, tropical fruit notes, tangerine, oranges, mango, passion fruit. Very nice, very well done. Like I said, not your West Coast style, not that super piney, grapefruity pineapple taste, but very enjoyable, very nice beer. I did enjoy this. Don't know if I would buy this beer because of the low IBUs and I don't want to say one-dimensional, but I like that West Coast style where that's got that up-in-your-face, piney, grapefruity, pineapple taste. But very nice, very nice, very nice done. Final chug. Definitely a well-made beer. Not a big fan of how they're dating their beers with putting the batch number. And then it looks like they've written the date upside down as opposed to the batch number, so very hard to decipher that if it's actually what it is. 06, 08, 16. So I'm just assuming that's what it is. The batch number is written like this, and then the date's written upside down as opposed to the batch number. So, not sure if that's actually, if I'm reading it right, or if it's 91. I mean, it's hard to tell, guys. It really is. it is what it is. I'm basically on this, and Rate Beer Beer Advocate doesn't have any scores on this beer. Untapped does, but to me, guys, I really don't think this is quite to the A category again. It's just like yesterday's beer. I think it's a B plus, and that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it at the 7 scale. Numeric rating on this one would be about what yesterday's beer would be, about an 88 or 89. So they did attempt to date it, I guess. Looks like the dating machine's upside down as opposed to what the batch number is on here. And they shouldn't say batch code on here if it's not a batch code, if it's actually a date. So it is what it is. So like I said, 7 for me on this one, B plus. And like I said, no ratings from Beer Advocate or Rate Beer. And over to Untapped. Untapped says 3.84, which is pretty close to what I'm giving it. 3.84. It's not quite to the 4 category, so that's the upper B's. So I'm agree with that. It's the upper B beer. So if you've had this one from Alewerks Brewing Company out of Williamsburg, Virginia, this is their Superb IPA. A very easy drinking, low IBU, East Coast style IPA. So if you've had, let me know what you think, guys. And once again, Chris and Rebecca, thanks a bunch for picking this up so I can review it. I do appreciate it. All right, guys, let me know if you had it. Come back tomorrow. Let's go dig something out of the fridge. See you then.